Previously on XMEN.
Cyclops.
Wolverine.
Rogue.
Storm.
Beast. Gambit.
Jubilee.
Jean. Come on, let's go.
From this day forward, mutants will be judged by mutant law, not man's. These are our simple demands, and they are non-negotiable. In return, for making our lives better, we will do the same for you. And if you find yourself asking, who are these mutants to think that they can dictate to who can dictate terms to us? We are the future. An evolutionary inevitability. The Earth's true inheritors. You close your eyes last night believing the world would be yours forever. That was your dream, and like mine, it was a lie. Here's the new truth. While you slept, the world changed. Goddamn, Professor X. Goddamn.
Yeah.
This is going to turn into a lot of theories and a lot of what we like and don't like.
We're going to
as
try.
As we're trying to explain.
We're going to try not to bounce around too much, but
so it's hard
I'll
to
summarize.
It's hard to call it arc analysis. We'll call this New 52.
It's
New 25.
This is going to be a big. It's just
It's going to be fun.
we're toxin, HOX, and POX.
You're talking about how Hickman redid his whole history.
Yeah, you can.
Anything you didn't like, he
so,
could change.
So anything that he didn't like, for example, or anything that didn't make sense, he could just slot into one of these timelines.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Second Coming happened in this timeline, so it's not current in this 10th line. So it's sweet. He almost has a clean slate, but without kind of pushing things to the side. It's more like that happened, but it happened over here.
Is Second Coming where Nightcrawler died? And that was a big arc on that?
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everyone dies.
Yeah, he did that. I forgot about that.
You're easier to find X-Men who haven't died than X-Men who have, because they've all been dead, except for I think Storm.
This isn't the Charles you're used to.
He's not even rolling up in a wheelchair.
No, he's walking around
In a skin tight suit. Maybe we talk about suits later, but he could choose something that's a little less revealing.
Yeah, well, it's funny when I saw the promo images, I thought he looked like Maker, which is for those who don't know, the evil Reed Richards, like from a different time, and he walks around with a big fucking machine on his head.
That was some comments were saying
in
too,
a skin tight. I was like, is that that can't be? When I saw the promo images, right?
Right. So picture a Fantastic Four outfit, which is
all black.
Skin tight suit, all black, and he's got a giant
Cerebro on his head.
Yeah, it's a big colander essentially. It's kind of like Mysterio's fishbowl, but like you can see his mouth.
But it only goes down. Yeah, it doesn't cover his mouth.
It's a great Halloween costume if you have kids that are super super in to like the specific.
I hope you
things.
do. Yeah, the Makers is more of a cone. It goes like this, but still, it's
and that's little to like no importance to what we're talking about with this whole run. If you don't know yet, we're doing House of X and Powers of X.
Powers of 10.
Powers of X. That's the only way I could say HOX and POX.
HOX and POX. We're talking about HOX and POX.
Yeah, you could have done a Harry Poxer joke, but you chose not to.
The different places of Krakoa. If you don't know what Krakoa is, it's a living island, and he's been in other issues before, but this is the first time they've actually
inhabited
used him.
it. Yeah,
used him as someone to live. Yeah. And he... there's flowers in Krakoa. If you listen to this, you already know this, but I'm going to break it down anyways for those that haven't read it.
And maybe you don't know that.
Maybe you don't. Okay, fair enough. There's these flowers that open gateways from Krakoa to anywhere else that another flower is, or wherever he deems it necessary.
Right.
But only mutants can pass through it. Correct. It's a gateway for any mutant, solid for any non-mutant. Mm-hmm. And it just leads them back to this island paradise where, like Charles was saying in that speech, all mutants are welcome, and you have citizenship as long as you're.
Funny thing that you say about the speech, there are certain things that I pulled out of that specific speech. We'll go into more details when we get to the final one, but the fact that he said, born mutant.
Are you ready to run? And just watch that, right? Between 18 and 6, that's where we're good.
Why do you wait to have these meetings when we're on air? You know how unprofessional that is?
What it do, baby?
That's copyrighted now, too. You can't even say that. Yeah.
I tell you that, right? Or no, you saw that. You probably saw it live. I'm back. What it do, baby?
No, I'm talking. Kawhi copyrighted that for
Oh, did
clothing
he?
line. Yeah.
Oh,
What it do,
fuck.
baby? What it do, baby? Clothing
I thought
line.
you were
Coming
talking
soon.
about what's his name? What's that asshole?
They're all assholes.
No. The
Farty McFart.
no. The NFL dude, the white dude that everybody hates.
It's like everybody.
Old dude, wrinkly face, blonde hair.
Yeah, you're describing like.
Oh, it's the tip of my fucking tongue.
You're not talking about Rex Ryan.
No, not right. No, he's fat. The skinnier one. He's an asshole. What it do, baby?
On the same panel?
No.
Oh yeah, Rex Ryan's not wrinkly. And he picked Baltimore. Good on him. Everyone else picked Patriots. You fools! Again, this is our sports podcast.
Yeah, we always do this.
Little guys in chairs. What's it? Little chairs.
What it do, baby?
He.
I am back. What it do, baby?
That's what you want.
Bayless.
Yeah, skip.
Fucking asshole. That's his name. Also in this issue, while they're doing the thing, there's a team of Orcus find the Forge and Mega Mold in this.
Yeah, there's a Forge and there's Forge, which I feel.
Yeah,
was,
not the character Forge.
But
the
that's
Forge, yeah.
that's stupid writing for me. Because you know who Forge is,
Yeah.
but now you're creating the Forge.
Yeah.
So there's no other name you could have come up with, Hickman, on that one.
Well, the Forge, like, there's different parts for damage, like the damage control, like facilities.
Mm-hmm.
There's Soul's Anvil, Soul's Hammer.
Well, explain
bridge.
damage control briefly.
They quarantine repair. Like, they were actually in MCU movies, like the Spider-Man movies.
Yes, and there was a limited TV show as well.
That was supposed to come out. I don't know if it actually did.
DC released theirs. It didn't last that long.
So they just kind of were like,
Yeah,
"No."
and Marvel's like, well, writing's on the wall, nobody likes it. But it's basically the team of cleanup. They're the cleaners.
Yeah. And they keep
And-
an archive of, government contested.
They're kind of like
metahumans.
Men in Black, but it's not really aliens.
Yeah.
They're like, let's make sure the public doesn't freak out on the shit that's happening out, and we have to kind of itemize and discuss all the money that's just been trashed in the city.
But they have a list of security items. And Soul's Anvil is actually from Hickman's run, and his Fantastic Four run.
Right.
Reed builds it to fend off like multi-universal threats.
Right.
Soul's Hammer was constructed by Tony Stark in Hickman's Avengers run, which was basically a weapon for incursions. Incursions were when worlds were hitting each other, and that was the whole plot of that one.
Sweet.
The bridge was kind of a viewing device to the other dimensions, not too dissimilar from the gateways that Krakoa has now. It's just you could just watch, right?
Right.
And that was another Reed Richards invention. Then you got all the different Iron Man marks and rescue marks, and these just the security levels, right? Anti-proton sling was something that Black Swan brought over from Hickman's Avengers run, and it was basically, it just destroys Earth. Black Swan, don't worry about who that is. It's just an interdimensional being that came across with a weapon that was able to destroy us. So
That'll come back when it needs to come back.
Yeah. Damage control has all of these things, plus a multiversal beacon, which is basically a walkie-talkie for dimensions. And
they've been instituted by maybe the smartest minds, or some of the smartest minds in the MCU, Reed and Tony.
so when you're thinking of
So you can expect to see them in later X-Men issues.
yeah.
Like, that's another theory that you can go off on. And like if you guys are building the sovereignty nation, what does that mean for our damage control? Like, do we have to have now a new? We're geeked out. No,
fucking-
this is appreciation podcast, because we're definitely in love with this new fucking Hickman. Let's just start saying Hickman now, because
he's the man of the hour.
the dude built a universe,
Yeah.
and
That's what he does.
then some. This is the new 52 of X-Men. In the first issue, Magneto sent out Sabretooth, Toad, and Mystique to go on a recon mission to get a hard drive from Damage Control, I think it was, to find out kind of security, optics, something or other. The mission was successful. However, Sabretooth, being Sabretooth, fucked shit up and fucked up a lot of humans.
He killed some guards too.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And Fantastic Four come to put a kibosh to that, because to their radar, it's a whole bunch of, I guess, villains or bad guys doing bad things. They're going to come and save the day. So they capture him while Mystique and Toad make their way
To one of the gates.
back to Krakoa, and Cyclops makes his first appearance here.
It's weird, yeah. Cyclops comes
It's
back
such a
through.
cool dynamic, because off the bat he's already like, hey man,
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's our dude, right? So But after reading 12 issues of his new vision, good lord.
Well, I'm a big Hickman fan, so when I saw that he was doing this as like a reboot for
It's a
the
new 52.
entirety of the
It's a new
X-Men,
52.
I was jacked up because he's written an amazing Fantastic Four run, which I didn't finish, but as far as I got, it was amazing. He wrote an a New Avengers run, which was amazing.
Right.
It went into Infinity and then led into the Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. It was like a 2-year long. He does not just Marvel stuff too. He does East of West for Image, Manhattan projects as well. He is the king of the long game. So I saw this and I was like, this is fucking cool. They're just giving him, here's all the X-Men, reboot it, make it something, make it sense.
Make it cohesive and what's the word where they all give them continuity.
Yeah, and that's what he did. He had to go through ages of continuity.
It's
and
been
try
like
and
60
fix
years
it.
of X-Men,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
and he had to fix it, and he more or less fucking pulled it off.
And I don't.
And it's a bunch of eggs hatching, and there's like people coming out of them.
Right.
And Xavier's like, "Come to me, my X-Men," and it's like really creepy and fucking weird. You're like,
Could have been a different genre. Could have been a horror movie. It could have been like another alternate reality.
Yeah,
where,
it's a
where
little
he's like
unsettling.
a cult leader. Yeah.
That's a constant throughout this whole book is that the X-Men here and the mutants here they're unsettling. They're not quite how you remember them. Xavier's quite different actually, but Cyclops, for example, is a little different. Wolverine's a little different.
Yeah. It's funny. Wolverine's kind of a little softer.
A little bit softer, yeah.
And Cyclops is a little harder.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, he's very militant in this.
But to their credit, nobody appears the same because based on all the information you're given, everything that they've learned through all the ways that they've learned it, they couldn't be the same characters that we've grown up with and loved. So the fact that there's a slight tint on everything you remembered works in everything's favor. Because you can't look at them as the same X-Men.
No.
And you shouldn't.
No, because they're not. These are
and they literally don't want you to. And
how much planning this must have taken?
Yeah, and like based on what we've read, he must see where it ends, or at least where it fractures.
No, he's the king of the long game. This is gonna go 2 years at least. And
I mean, as much as we'll love Hickman and talk in full praise, because I don't think we're going to talk anything about artwork. No offense to the artists on it, because it was great, and there's great cell work, and there's great paneling and all this stuff. But this is strictly about story and progression and characters. Before we even like get deep, I fucking enjoy this read.
it's fucking really good.
I know you went week to week.
I went week to week when it first came out. Yeah,
I binged it all in 2 days, and good lord,
and
I could have binged it in
reread it,
one
yeah.
day if I didn't want to sleep. But
and I was messaging you. I was like, read this.
Good,
You gotta read this. You're
Yeah,
like,
I was like,
I'll wait.
get there.
I was like, no, read this. I was like, fuck. I'd send him screenshots of, like different panels.
Yeah, and they were great.
Yeah. Year 100, 3 New Mutants stealing data from a Nexus, something called the Nexus.
Right.
Fighting off Sentinels. Their names are Silo Bell, Rasputin 4, and Cardinal. You don't really know too much about them.
Yeah, that's for like a fresh read. This is the one that pulled
like,
me out.
what the fuck?
Because
Yeah.
they're
Who
jumping
are
all over
these
the place.
guys? Yeah.
And the only one I recognized really was Nimrod. I was like, Nimrod's in this. I'm
Nimrod's
in,
in it
right?
too,
And
yeah.
like he's one of the MVPs for me too because he's just a fuckhead. Like he's the most sentient being. Like he's
a fucking jerk.
he is, but he's like Brainiac to like
He is kind of Brainiac.
a devilish
isn't
extent of like
Yeah, you're
he
right.
doesn't even care anymore. He's just like if it's human or mutant and it doesn't compute, he doesn't want it, so he just eradicates it.
he? Yeah. Yeah.
Fine, anytime.
House of X is where we are now and how Krakoa is evolving as a nation. Excuse me. Powers of 10 is how we got there, where we're going to, and where we might be going to way down the line. So it's all backfill for House of X.
Right.
You don't necessarily need it, but in my opinion, it's almost. I think you do need it.
You do
Take
it.
back.
Okay,
I take it
again.
back.
So when I first read it, I was like, "What the fuck?" But when you get into later, I was like, "Okay, I remember this character. Oh, I remember they're
Yeah.
talking about here." Like there are certain things that like. So I wrote Moira is the catalyst and the guinea pig, and for me the MVP for this entire run. Without her, none of this shit would be happening.
Oh yeah, because we learned. By the way, we learned she's a mutant here,
Yes. Or they made her. They
Yeah.
they back wrote or
which is fucking
her
crazy.
into a
She's
mutant.
never been a mutant.
no, but they
That
even
simple change.
They even cleaned that up too in either this issue or the next issue where it seemed to be dormant in her in one of her lives
Yeah.
where she become in one of
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
okay, so
Let's
she's a
finish-
mutant now
yeah.
and she can her power is essentially.
Well, we'll get to that. Let's just finish
fair enough.
powers attack.
She's a mutant.
We'll finish this issue first.
I will say that the chimeras, which you get introduced in this issue, you realize are offsprings from Mr. Sinister, who has mastered how to fuse mutant abilities into like several mutant abilities into one mutant.
Yeah, actually, I wrote a bunch on this.
Which is insane.
It's like Dan was saying, we learned Mr. Sinister is in charge of a militant mutant breeding program on Mars. The first generation were fodder, which are mutant soldiers sent to Krakoa to defend it. The second and third generations were known as Chimera. Right. You're saying the second gen Chimera have 2 powers. Third gen having up to 5, with a 10% failure rate, who are also known as Cardinals. So when I say powers, they're merging different mutants' DNAs and abilities to each other.
Typically, a mutant only has 1.
Yeah, so second generation Chimeras have 2, so you can have like Wolverine's healing power and I don't know,
Cyclops optic beam.
Yeah, boom. Right. There you go. That's your 2.
That's third a terrible generation, mix, but fair enough.
Third generation can have 3, 4, or 5, which is insane.
Yes, and I think that's another, for me, red flag, or not red flag, of just an indicator of like, yo, I gotta watch out for these Cardinals. Because if you're building a society where all mutants are equal, sooner or later some of these mutants are gonna be like, but I'm a stronger mutant than you.
The only problem here with this is the further generations you go, because there's a 4th generation too, which were Omega level mutants,
right?
But they had a corrupted hive mind, and they ended up killing off 40% of all mutants, and they committed mass suicide. So the further you go with these splicings and generations, the more fucking loonies. There's more chance of failure,
which is amazing.
Yeah, which makes sense. Okay, so that's why you don't have a team of Omega level mutants.
But that's a whole like arc right there. So if you're not going to recognize it, we're going to take it. So we'll play nice right now, but we're done playing nice, which I fucking love. That's like one of the best.
This is a great Magneto.
But this is the dream realized Magneto. This is the only one that I feel like
he's so happy.
But he's been telling Charles this for how many decades of like, you can't trust them. Humans of planet Earth, I am the mutant Charles Xavier, and I bring you a message of hope. In these coming days, you will learn several far-reaching pharmaceutical breakthroughs that have been discovered by mutant scientists. These drugs extend human life, heal disease of the mind, and will prevent or cure most common diseases. Influenza, Alzheimer's, ALS, many cancers, gone overnight. These drugs will make life on the planet better. Remarkably so, all this we have made for you. In the past, this would have been a gift, something freely given to me, to you, because I believed it would create a harmony between our two peoples. That was my dream, harmony. But you have taught me a harsh lesson. That dream was a lie.
You find out later on.
I just like how Nimrod said we have to record all of the great sins of history.
Yeah.
And in his mind, that's probably like the inception of mutants, because they don't belong in the history of mankind, essentially. I think by his mind, they were... What's the, like, not abstracts, or I can't think of the word where they're like exceptions.
Like outliers?
Basically, right? Like mutants weren't supposed to happen on the evolutionary chain. Something triggered it.
Some believe that, but some believe they're the next evolutionary step too, right? So that's
fair enough. I'm coming from a Nimrod greater than less than perspective, and I don't think they'll ever compute that they belong in the world.
No, of course not, because they were designed to destroy them.
The Uncanny Life of Moira X.
And that's exactly what it's all about. Her lives, and you learn about her mutant power, which is basically the power of reincarnation. So when she dies, she comes back. When she's born again, she remembers everything from her past life.
Right.
Which is fucking incredible. And
insane, because her first life is pretty simple. It's just...
very simple.
She was a teacher, she was a wife, she had like 2 kids, 3 kids.
8 kids.
Husband.
They had 8 kids.
Oh, I read that wrong. And she died at 74. So she was actually Moira McTaggart. She lived that life.
Yep.
Fairly simple. Dead. But then she, like, her second life...
Well,
she realizes she has mutant abilities because she wakes up in the womb and she remembers the death in her whole, like, 74 years. Yeah. I was like, God damn. Yeah. I'll fuck you up as a baby.
Yeah. So she remembers, she remembers her life. You come to find out later that if she dies, so her mutant manifestation, or her powers manifest around the age of 13. So they explain later that if she dies before the age of 13, she won't get the mutant powers. Yeah. Correct. So it's always after the age of 13. she comes back and remembers everything.
Which is a great little nugget too, right? There's for what we're not giving credit to. There's so many little details and little Easter eggs, for lack of better words, that Hickman's giving along these runs all of these issues definitely deserve a reread, just because you'll pull something new out of it.
I would argue.
That's why you're so mad that I didn't read it when you were reading it. Because you're like, oh, I wanted to, you'll pull out this different than I was like, probably.
Yeah. Well, that's I argue that some of these issues, maybe not all of them, maybe more powers, but the second read is almost better because you know what's coming. You know what's coming.
You know what to start looking for.
You just
putting the pieces together.
Gaps, is a precog, so she's able to. She reads. Obviously, she can see premonitions of Moira, and she gets that this. You come back to life all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, you remember everything. This is weird. And she kind of studies it for a bit. Moira is very rebellious at this point. And just like...
Well, not as rebellious as I would say someone
against Destiny, okay.
Okay, against Destiny. I was just going to say, and she meets Mystique, who's, for lack of better word, a rebel. Like, I was going to say that. But no, she's like a militant. Or no, that's not even a bad word. She's like a social warrior.
Sure.
If you're social, I really want to say she fuck shut up, because the only reason they meet is because that team of Mystique, Destiny, and Pyro go to destroy the lab that's making this cure for mutants, because they don't believe there's a cure, or that there needs to be a cure. They are already like, you're gifted if you end up as a mutant.
Pyro ends up killing her in this one.
Slowly.
So that's how she dies. Yeah, she gets burned to death. She seeks out Magneto,
yes. Yeah, switches styles, teams with militant Magneto instead. Does good.
Like a G.
Does good until they meet up with the Avengers and the X-Men, who both have to take them out because they're too militant.
yeah.
Amazing.
Well, because you imagine that Magneto always wants this one thing, and now Moira shows up, was like, listen, this happens.
Yeah, gassing him up, like, yo, we can do it. I believe in you. He's like, yeah, we can.
All right, let's do it, baby.
But that panel was amazing too, because it's just Magneto at the bottom of the page.
It's just all the Avengers.
And it's all Avengers just flooding, like Spider-Man's even in the far corner. Like, everybody went after him. They had no chance.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So, in the 9th life, she dies in prison, I believe, in that one.
Like during a breakout.
She says,
I just said,
that's right.
X-Men and Avengers basically kill her. If it's not directly, indirectly, they
so
die. That
means in the 9th life, she wants to step it up.
If you couldn't go more militant than Magneto,
she becomes a horseman for Apocalypse.
God damn! You went to the first mutant. Yeah, she got good gear. Yeah, she got a good gear. He always makes them look better, man.
Yeah.
Angel always looked better as Arc than he did.
Always.
Ange.
They go to war and she dies.
You guys catching on the theory here? It's not working out the ways that she's been trying.
So now the House of X that we're reading now is her 10th life. And it kind of unfolds as we're going. So she's learned that she remembers everything that happened in these past lives.
And every painful death. Like, she remembers all. It's not just the memories, it's the pain associated with it. Yeah. It's the heartache, it's the emotional trauma.
What she did that made Magneto go like this, what she said to make Charles go like that.
It's all the skill set too. So like, she's proficient with Charles, Magneto, and now Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So remember that, because I feel she belongs in a certain place deeper down the line, but I don't think she gets shine for it. So that's your bookmark to remember when we get there. But when she gets to Moira 10 or Moira X, which I feel like
Moira X,
that'd be cool. A great like Malcolm X type of poster. If you do Moira X in there, she just goes complete militant. She's breaking all the rules, and this is the run that we get where we're 3 issues in, and you can tell nobody's playing the way that you would thought they would play, or how you've ever seen them play, minus Magneto, because it seems pretty spot on to everything that he would have done anyway.
Well, what's fucking cool, what's so cool about this power set too, is that it gives Hickman, this is Hickman's excuse to go back and rewrite things he didn't like. So any event that you could think of from X-Men's history, whether it be Inferno, whether it be something that Bendis did,
Iceman gay,
Iceman being gay, whether it be
Iceman's not in this.
Iceman, no, we'll get into that at the end.
Because he's off where being gay. Nothing wrong with that.
I think they changed that. I don't know. I don't even know if it's...
She's fluid now?
I don't know. Maybe,
Pansexually?
maybe he's bi. Who cares?
Because you'll get pushback if you're like, we're changing his gayness now. It's like,
No,
wait
just-
a minute.
Just leave him as whatever. Yeah, pan. What I don't.
Who
Who cares?
He went from because he went from banging out Polaris to like I'm banging out dudes now. I was like, Bendis, no.
Yeah, well, let's bend this though.
You could have made Colossus gay. Yeah, not Cyclops. Cyclops get it in.
Who cares though? Who cares? man?
Clearly, do you want me to
What
say
the
it?
fuck was I saying?
Well, I'll end this right here.
Next time on X-Men.
A new age begins. My X-Men.
He's no Bendis when it comes to X-Men.
Oh, fucking Bendis.
Previously on X-Men.